Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We're your host, I'm Malcom. This is the artist, formerly known as the Black Dad. We're here with you guys in the building. Thank you guys for joining us for another Thursday.
Another Thursday episode. We're super excited to be here, to share some information, to, go through the news, go through the tea, go through the drama, go through the information.
Tea.
We go through a lot of... What you said, Malcolm?
Don't say tea. Come
All
on.
Right. Brew. How about brew? Go through the brew? I don't know.
Jesus.
We got ladies in the audience. They know what we mean.
Okay. Fine. Thank you guys for joining us. Nonetheless,
Yes.
We're glad that you're here. So, really quickly, how was your week?
Week was good. I want to make one quick announcement. I'm suffering from a toothache in the back right-hand side. You know how that goes.
Okay.
And I only say that because when me and Malcolm did the new exclusive that we'll talk to you about, when I was done, my wife was like, yo, you was mispronouncing your words, Is everything all right? I said, I'm having a stroke. You know what I mean? But then I realized it's the tooth, so sometimes the words don't come out as clear. Everything is okay. That is good. However, it may trigger temporary Tourette's. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I might start blurting out shit.
Was this toothache story?
No, I actually have a toothache.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know in advance. Anything can come out my wife. Out my wife. No, anything can go in my wife. No, that's
Jesus
wrong
Christ.
too. You know what? Let's just start the show. Let's just start
the show.
I'm doing well. I got a toothache. I put some cloves on it because cloves is very good. But if I mispronounce some words, please give Dot grace. That's all I'm saying. I only got a few teeth left, and this motherfucker trying to leave. I'm like, yo, dude, the responsibility you hold now in the back of my mouth will allow me to eat and enjoy shit on that side. And now you wanna get out of here too? Yo, I've been here 60 years. You've been eating all kind of shit, donuts and shit, candy and shit. Well, I mean, what do you expect, nigga? And then you're going to go to Dr. Yaki. He's going to tell you, don't get a root canal because it could lead to cancer and shit. Yo, nigga, I'm out. You know what I'm talking about.
That's what he's going to tell you.
Because if I lose that one,
guys.
Remember, hold on. The last one I lost, I was in a restaurant with Mama Dot, Eli, and Odyssey, and we were ordering food. And I looked at the menu and said, I'll have the blink, 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 blink. The shit just, it was so tired of my bullshit, it jumped out my mouth. Now, that's the craziest shit. And I was sitting there like, what the fuck? Am I dying? Like, is this shit gonna... God damn it.
Oh my God, it sure did.
It sure enough did. Listen, that's ghetto comedy. I'll have the blink, blink, blink. I was like, you know what? I'll have the salad, because you never get a salad, nigga. This is a warning. This shit was saying, you better get a salad. All right. It's gonna be one of those nights. But
clearly, I see.
I digress. Yes?
Yeah.
So you ready to get this thing started?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So first, let's discuss something that I've called a while ago. Okay, 50 Cent versus T.I., and not the rap aspect of it. I was talking about how childish 50 Cent is. Okay, I've been saying this for a while. I've for a long time, I have not found it funny. I haven't found it amusing. Oh, he's being petty. Oh, he's an internet bully. Don't start with 50, and I'm seeing now that people are starting to just kind of see it for what it is. It is pitiful. Like, it is just super childish. He's a 50-year-old man at this point, and the fact that he is relishing in being an internet bully. He posted T.I.'s wife and stuff like that, and then T.I.'s son, one of the youngest sons, I think that is the youngest son, went to 50's mom's gravesite and said, let's see how she looked. And while it, again, crazy disrespectful, I wasn't mad at it. I'm like, finally, like, somebody has to just kind of quote unquote stand up to the bully, because it's corny now. Like, it's beyond, like, well, like, what are we doing? And why, as a culture, are we applauding this? Like, why do we see that? Why do we see degeneracy and go, yeah, like, well, State of the Union.
Malcolm, I feel the fact that grown men who are multimillionaires are distracting us from issues that we really should be dealing with is a problem in itself. 50 Cent has mastered keeping his name relevant by instigating. Remember, all publicity is good publicity, whether you like it or not. 50 is cancer. He's a cancer sign. And now he is a cancer to the culture in the sense of what he did to New York in the 90s, right?
Early 2000s, right?
Early 2000s, you know what I mean? And now, as someone who stays so connected, how does he have so much time to be able to keep his ear to the street to things that are supposed to be below him, right? And cancers are always in their feelings and in their emotions. So I know what T.I.'s son did by posting his mother bothered him. Now, 50 has since scrubbed all of the T.I. Banter back and forth from his Instagram. Now, some people say it was because Tina Knowles, got at him indirectly by letting Tiny know she's still beautiful and she's a beautiful person and blah, 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 blah. You never go at, 50 didn't think this one through. With all the 50 laws of this and that, while you was trying to insult T.I. about his girl, you was insulting somebody else about their mother. That's the anger or the level we don't try to cross, because dudes will fight for their mother tooth and nail. And so it's overall just a major distraction. You know what I mean? Now, in terms of T.I. challenging him, he's got a couple of songs out.
Those are trash. Those are trash.
I thought the first one was pretty decent. However, 50's not going to respond to that, because he never responds to that. You're just keeping his name. It's sort of like, and this is going to piss some people off. Let me take a deep breath. Jay-Z when the Illuminati Hove stuff was going on.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember there was a 6 to 8 year period where we was calling him Illuminati Hove. He did nothing to quell that because it kept his name in the, in the currents and on the algorithms, and then he would throw on an Aleister Crowley shirt. He would design his book cover where you could see the BAFTA. All of those things were deliberately done to mess with those who were conspiracy theorists or, stuff like that. And so sometimes if you just trying to keep your name involved with something, this is how you do it. You know what I mean? And so, but as grown men,
yeah, like it's just like
enough is enough. And
that be my thing. That really be my thing. Like, why do we just kind of like find any of this stuff funny? And like, I don't. I just
there are
find it
real
corny.
issues going on in our world, right?
Yeah.
And so, for the young people who want to remain distracted, and because this is the weapon of mass distraction, this whole social media thing. It's a weapon of mass distraction. And so it keeps those, because remember, however you get the energy, you get it. If you're not getting it from high vibrational people, so what?
Yeah.
You getting it from low vibrational people, you're getting it. Now,
So, like,
50 said something slick. He said, he put up a picture of T.I.'s wife, and he said, keep my name out your mouth. How did you interpret that as perhaps his name was in the wife's mouth, literally? Or how did you take that?
I don't know. I took it as him just trying to be edgy. Right?
Okay.
Like he's trying to get around, like not even out of TI, but out of the internet, so the internet could go, ooh, oh my gosh, look. Like I didn't take it no other way than that, personally.
You think he had
But-
a relationship with with T.I.'s wife?
I don't think so.
And his name was in her mouth?
I don't think so. Because remember,
Okay.
the rumor was she was messing with Floyd at one point, and we'll talk about Floyd in a minute. Remember, that's why Floyd and T.I. got into it.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Birds
I
of a
don't
feather, they all in the same crew,
know. I guess.
Just asking.
So,
But neither here nor there. 50, by clearing all of that stuff, he may be clearing a trail. Something might be coming down the pipe that may be bigger than rap. I hope not. Right?
okay.
And you don't want to have a whole trail of just stuff that implements you in other ways. Or maybe he's had a moment of clarity, which I doubt. But this is why we don't get the respect we deserve. So we can be a billionaire and we're still doing childish shit, right?
Yeah.
Because I told you money will only heighten who you are. So now we've moved nigga shit to a level where billionaires are going at each
'cause
other instead of
if you-
combining their resources. Go ahead.
If you remember, this whole thing started as a versus talk, as a versus conversation.
Nope.
Who
nope.
can?
Nope.
Like, who can?
Nope.
What do you mean? When it
These
started?
these things be brewing way before that. Remember, T.I. called himself the King of New York, and all of them New York niggas came up on stage when he had that New York show. Jay-Z came on stage, 50 came on stage, Diddy came on stage. Look it
talking
up. Look it up. So a lot of these things be brewing, and it takes one or two other things to take it over the edge. But continue.
I no. Listen to me. I actually don't recall any of that happening. I know he calls himself King of the South, but he calls himself King of New York.
The King of the South, and I think on that song, Diamond Like Us, I remember something going down, and he did a show, and all of the big boys came on stage, and it was a subtle way to let him know he don't run nothing over here. But continue.
Okay, so I didn't realize it, but I'm talking about this initial, this latest round, let's say. it started as a result of the verses talk and who can see who in the verses, and we were talking about that, who can be who in the verses and things like that. And then it splinters off into this, and then sometimes I go, okay, this is just trying to sell the verses, just
Right.
like Floyd is trying to sell a fight, just like anybody is trying to sell a movie. Like you're just trying to sell this event. 50 promotes his cognac brand off everything that doesn't even have to do with cognac. He'll say something about your ugly shirt and then tag his cognac. So I'm like, okay, he is trying to promote this. This is all a work. I watch wrestling too. This is all a, you know, trying to sell his stuff. But it gets to the point where I'm just like, all right, like we should be smarter as a society.
We're not.
To just kind of see through it at this point.
I agree.
And if we don't see through it, like let's say 50 is dead ass serious, posting this man's wife, we should be as a society, again, smarter to go, that was stupid. Like that shouldn't get a rise out of us. That shouldn't get our attention more than it actually does. And that's just me.
No, I agree. I agree, Malcolm. And this is why this week we did a new urban exclusive, right?
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Very good one called State of the Union of the Black Community, right? Because when we watched the State of the Union with Trump, we didn't see ourselves and our issues being addressed. They were talking to each other about the consolidated power that they have accumulated by enslaving all of the other people of the world, and it's a once a year celebration for them. So what me and Malcolm did was we created a State of the Union for Black America, all right? And it is an awesome story. In fact, I think we got to do 2 parts to it.
We might have to.
You know what I mean? And all we did was address issues surrounding us and what's important to us for the future. You know what I mean? And so I think it's for our members only, of course. And so if you don't have a membership, you should get one.
Yeah.
ASAP.
And check your emails.
Check your email, because after Sunday, please check your emails. Check your spam. Check your junk. You know, all of that. And and then that's it for that. But this will be an awesome breakdown for.
Now, speaking of which, you know, in 2026, we should let go in the Black community. I have a confession to make, everybody. I have a confession. Okay? Last weekend, my wife and I were folding clothes. There was nothing to watch. We put on Tyler Perry's new movie. That's what.
Yeah, you told us. You said it was good.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't tell the audience that, right?
No, I told the members. I told the members on Sunday. It was hilarious, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me and Mama Dot was supposed to watch it.
I was looking at my poster, Umar Johnson on the wall, like I failed you. I failed you. No,
he was looking at you like this.
Yeah.
That was Tyler Perry. What is it called?
The Joe's road trip, something like that, college trip, something like
Joe's road trip.
Now, and the reason, let me explain myself. The reason why I think it was funny, because I think this is Tyler Perry's first like rated R movie that he's like done in the Medea like universe. So he was letting it fly. Like they was cursing, they was talking about a bunch of stuff like that, and I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. And I was laughing and then looking at I was like, God damn it. And I had to come clean with the people because I'm very hard on Tyler Perry. I actually hate Tyler Perry, but it was funny.
He'll be glad to hear such, right? Because funny is funny, right?
Yeah, bro.
If it's funny, don't force yourself not to laugh.
I was trying. Because listen, I watched Cat Williams special and I was trying to laugh.
Yeah.
Like I was like looking for like, okay, maybe he's trying to go this way. I may chuckle maybe twice. Like, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was,
I'm the same way. I'm gonna keep it a bean. If you funny or if I find you funny, remember it's all subjective, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's why, you know.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. I wasn't saying nothing.
I saw a trailer of the new scary movie. I think Scary Movie 6, because Marlon Wayans and them got it back. So I saw the trailer of. It was a preview before the Scream movie. Like somebody got a recording in the movie theater, and the very first joke was corny. I said, it's about to get bad. But then it looked funny. I like the rest of the trailer. I was like, okay, I could work with this. Hopefully, it's fun. It's hard to do funny movies now because of how fast stuff happens. Like Drewski could do a skit tomorrow, and it killed, right? And then you are doing a movie off of jokes that were funny 6 months ago. You know what I mean?
That is true.
So it's hard to make funny comedy movies now,
especially if you're referencing events that took place
exactly
in our time, because of social media line, like you said, it moves so fast that your jokes could be outdated.
Yeah. So, but I'm excited for that to come out. I want to see what that's about.
Well, I'm glad they got the franchise back. I heard they also might be doing White Girls too.
You go to the well too many times.
Yeah.
And don't do that. I plead, don't do that. Y'all are 50, both of y'all, both of the brothers, Sean and Marlon. Don't do it.
Malcolm, you're missing the point here. There are more knuckle draggers
you're right.
who love this than don't. My problem as an artist, all right, is I tried to make intelligent music. Too intelligent. I'm talking about in the 80s. I had songs like Don't Be Seen Without the Red, Black, and Green, and niggas in my hood was like, yeah, that's cool. You know, I tried to out-rhyme Rakim and Big Daddy Kane, who don't know who the hell I am, right?
Yeah.
I tried to get intricate rhyme, skill, build. And niggas in the hood was like, all right. I see where you going with that. Right? But let my man come out with some shit about get this money. Fuck them hoes, nigga, get this. And niggas is like, yo, that shit is crazy. Right? And so you have to know your audience.
Yeah.
So a lot of these dudes who don't care about the art form of MCing and the technical double, triple, they don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
They can take a goofy tune with a dope beat and make more money than you can make in your life. Same thing goes with movie. Why do you think Medea can make 9 more movies? 9!
That's true.
Medea 27. Because there's always an audience. And at the end of the day, stockholders, they care about the numbers. They don't care about the culture, who's shifting what. No, they don't care about none of that. You care about that. That's why when you get on the radio and you're protesting, they're not playing positive songs. Who gives a shit about a positive song?
Yeah.
Right? So that's perspective, right? You are an intellectual. And you want your comedy to be intellectual. You want your dramas to be intellectual. You know, because it take a lot to make you laugh and get in your space.
Yeah.
Niggas will laugh at anything, right?
Yeah.
And so what we try to do here is we're trying to add, Jews are evil. God damn, that's that Tourette's kicking in.
That was funny.
I didn't mean to say that shit.
That was funny.
Anyway, tell you what, let's speak now on the actual State of the Union that the world saw. Let's transition into Trump for a minute.
So I watched some of the State of the Union clips. I didn't watch it on TV. I'll admit that. But as you all know, what the State of the Union is, that is President Trump talking to his stock owners. That's the president of a company who talks to his stock owners or stockholders rather, and tells them how good the economy is and how we're changing, how we are making some shifts around the company to make you more money. That's basically what a State of the Union is, right? Now there were a few times in the State of the Union, I'm not gonna lie, were funny, right? Like he was talking about, getting rid of some initiatives. He said, "We don't even know what that is. Who knows what that is?" And I'm just like, "That's true. I don't know what that is." Right? And he was kind of talking to the everyday folk, what his base, as you know what I mean. He was talking to the everyday person who is of his base. And if you are on social media, they eat that stuff up because he does seem like he is talking directly to them, and he does a great job with that. Like he will be studied in the future. I promise you, he will. Like he will be studied, just how he is able to communicate with his base. But as far as nothing surprised me. I would say he talked about ending like DEI and things like that, and a bunch of liberals got their panties in the bunch. And what's his name? Representative Al Green. He had the Black People Are Not Apes sign up when they were coming out. He got escorted out. So these things are about spectacle, right? Like he said something. There are people who agree with it, stand up. The Democrats are supposed to sit down and not supposed to clap. Right, like it's a show that we're watching happen in real time. That mean absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you not clapping sending to the rest of the world? Like, I don't care that you didn't clap, or I don't care that you did clap. It's spectacle.
Yes.
Right. What did you think about it?
Very similar. He came out with the patriotism with the hockey team and a few other things, but he did set the Democrats up with that one. That was bad. When he said, if you are about America above any other people, stand up. That was supposed to be a unified moment to say America first. And when the Democrats didn't stand, 85% of communication is nonverbal. What are you saying? And it led right into him saying, can you believe that they did not stand when I said, and it made the Democrats, even CNN was like, yeah, that was a little rough right there. And so again, a spectacle. When he speaks about the economy is doing well, he obviously not talking to us. All of these things are over our heads. And as we spoke about in our State of the Union, there are three categories. Now, it used to be the haves and the have-nots. Now it's the haves, the have-nots, and the have-lots. And so that 1% controlling over 50% of all the money in the world has created a void with the haves, who are supposed to be middle-class people thriving in the economy. They're struggling, which means those on the bottom are really getting squeezed. And when you squeeze people at the bottom, you know where this thing is going. And so as a result of him putting on this spectacle, it was the first time in a long time, damn, I was like, not one mention about Black people, like, the original Aboriginal people of this space. And I clearly got the signal that it's time for us to stop worrying about their politics and all that stuff they got going on. And we need to get to work on us, because nobody's coming to save us or any of that. We got to save ourselves.
Yeah, and
white people are trash. Sorry.
Tourette's.
Goddamn Tourette's.
He's mortified right now that he even let that slip. So sorry. But yeah. When it comes to politics, when it comes to our place in politics in America, it does always feel like Black people get not the most emotional, but we get really emotionally charged for a game that we're not playing. If that makes sense. Like, we're really not in the arena. We have a few people who, do this neck thing and snap their fingers, and they get, some social media praise on the Breakfast Club and stuff like that. But then once you see how their peers actually see them, you go, oh, okay, they're not even a factor in this, and they're not even looked at as a major player here. So if they're not a major player, then how do they see us as just, citizens here? So absolutely, you're right. Another thing that I caught from his speech, he seemed like he wasn't, like, he was just kind of freestyling a lot of, he always seems like he kind of freestyles a lot. I'm not, I don't know if he actually has a script that he's reading from, a speech he's reading from. It sounds like he was freestyling a lot, which a lot of people again take as he's a regular person and take as he's talking to me and things like that, because he's could be a guy I go to the barbecue with,
around the way guy, grab a beer kind of guy.
right? When he's anything but that.
Right.
I've read a report about some of these companies that his son is an investor in that won like 4 major government contracts, and the way how he can invest in this company, and because they got invested in, they're able to get a government contract, and because they got a government contract, their stock shoots up, and he is the beneficiary. Like, it's nuts.
He
It's
took a
nuts,
shot
but
at
then-
Pelosi for that, though.
That is true.
He took a shot
That I
that
agree
night
with.
about we're
That
gonna
I
get
agree with.
rid of insider
with.
trading, and he said all the right things. He said all the right things to them. Nothing to us.
I agree with that. So yeah, again, if you go watch his thing, but I think our State of the Union was much.
Oh, ours
much
is
better.
10 times better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's amazing. So it'll be up in the membership tomorrow.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right, let's talk about these awards where the guy who had Tourette's shouted out an obscenity to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo as they were presenting an award. The guy John Davison shouted out "nigger." Now you can hear it in the broadcast. There was a 2-hour delay between that show and when it actually aired. So when this actually happened, people asked the question, who let that go up, right?
Yes.
And there were people going, well, he has Tourette's, you can't use that against him. Oh my gosh. Then somebody said if it was another slur, if it was another racial slur, they would have let that go. They would have got that away. Come to find out, there was a homophobic slur that was said at the show that was cut. And to nobody's surprise that was cut. But black people, we have to always be 10 times better, even though we get treated 10 times worse, right? That's always, you guys know the old adage, and I butchered it just now because of the scenario here. But Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo handled it professionally. Like you could tell, like they were just kind of like, what the hell, right? And they got on stage, and then they were told that nobody said anything to them. Nobody like kind of let them know, like, hey, this is what was happening here. Nothing like that happened after that to them, which I think is completely foul. The guy himself said he was mortified, and he reached out to him to apologize and stuff like that. But the producers absolutely could have taken that out the show. That was the producers. That was just America's way, again, putting people in their place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And on live TV. So yeah.
Yeah, and from what I understand, the guy, whoever his name is, told them before the show started that he's mortified of what he could say. And yet there was a microphone placed right by him, right?
Oh, God.
And so when I don't know how Tourette's work, so let me apologize to the Tourette's community, right? Mm-hmm. But the words that you utter out, are they just random words, or are they your thoughts that are blurted out in scenarios that shouldn't be, right? Because if you don't see black people as niggas, why would that word in particular associate with us?
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yes. I would assume so, because I've tried to do some light research on Tourette's, right? And
Okay.
I've seen different types. I've seen different tics, and they call them tics. I've seen them different tics that people have. Some are physical tics that they have, and some are verbal, right? So I'm trying to kind of, if I had a tic where I just said anything that came to my head, I'd probably say some really mortifying.
But why wouldn't he
Shit as
just
well.
blurt out,
Black
Bumblebee
people? I don't
tuna? Why wouldn't he just start blurting
I
out,
don't know.
pink flowers? Why would he see Del, Lindo and my man and go, nigga? Like, is that the flashcards his family used as it was teaching him how to read?
Somebody
right?
mentioned they selling that movie because he has a movie that is kind of about his life and trying to navigate his condition and going through life. So somebody said like that is actually the ultimate trailer.
So it is
He did that shit.
a setup. That's like you coming to my house. Now everybody knows this. We all got an uncle or a family member who we keep locked up when company come over because the door's rumbling. You like, yo, who in there? Don't worry about it. You safe. That's Uncle Leroy, right? But what I didn't tell you was Uncle Leroy is triggered by the color red. And you happen to have on a red hoodie, right? And I kindly walk by and unlock the door. And Uncle Leroy comes out and gets the lumping on your ass, right? I knew the potential danger of this. You didn't, right?
Yeah.
So when I see this scenario, that's a weird comparison. But when they knew that this dude who had a mic in front of him could say whatever on his mind, and he racist, you know what else I think is crazy?
What?
White people can have Alzheimer's, which means they don't know who they are, and they'll still call you a nigga. It's like, I don't know who I am, but I know you a nigga. I know that much. And so sometimes you can't hide behind, you know what I mean? Because I got right hand Tourette's. And when you say stupid shit, I want to smack the shit out of you. Pow! Now that would be wrong, right? But I can't control it. You said stupid shit, I smack the shit out of you, right? So what are we talking? I'm going to start using my disability with sawtooth Tourette's. I just made up that terminology, sawtooth Tourette's, and just start blurting all kind of wild shit.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, I think it was wrong. I think it was planned, and I think it's going to bleed over into the Oscars, which is, I believe, next week, right? And so, could be that final piece. But if this nigga make a movie out of this, bro, I'm going to have Tourette's on his ass when I see him. If you're going to use that moment to say, see, I don't know what I might say, but if you can only say what's in your head, my question is, who put nigger in your head? Right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say black man, king, Max Abusa, Toothache, anything? Why you had to say nigga, right?
Yeah.
And so that's my question. And why, when they had 2 hours to edit this out, they did not. Most TV shows only got about 30 seconds. It's a 30-second delay, but their editors are really good. Bro, somebody came up there and said, won an award, a black guy, and said, Free Palestine. They edited all of that shit out.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That is true.
So just keeping it a bean,
That is true. Hit the button. We need some station.
I hate alphabet soup. Let me hit the button.
Jesus Christ.
I actually like alphabet soup. What you say? Membership issues. Contact supervisor, and then you have a problem. I put you in touch with another supervisor. Hello, this is another supervisor. Yeah. You have a membership issue. No worries. We here to take care of you. You want the English-speaking supervisor? Hold on for another supervisor. Hello, this is another supervisor. No, don't worry. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, I'll send you another password.
We'll send you another password.
So,
listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So today, before the episode started, my son's after school was doing a Black History Month quote, wax museum. So some of the kids had to pick or I think they were giving out people or historical people to become. They had to dress up. They had to have a poster board with some information, and they had to stay there. Now we're dealing with 3, 4, and 5-year-olds.
Yeah, that's tough.
They had to stay still. So they were not staying still. But
Right.
Noble was Jackie Robinson today, and I'm so proud of him. And it was amazing. Yes.
Jackie Robinson. That's a good choice.
Yes.
I probably would have picked Nat Turner.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
You didn't want to scare the. So you kept it
You
safe.
kept it real safe.
He'd have been
Today at my
reading-
job.
Huh?
Today at my job, there was a Black History Month trivia, and it was belt to ass to everybody in there. I was getting, y'all hear the intro music every
Yeah,
February.
yeah.
Scary. I was
Yeah.
belt to ass in there.
If I helped him with his report, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Today, I would like to talk about Nat Turner. He killed a bunch of white people who looked just like you. And boy, oh boy, he was chopping heads off. Man, that Nat Turner was something else. They'd have been looking at Malcolm like, oh shit, God. Side note, and this is not to knock Jackie Robinson. I think what he did was amazing. What I didn't know was by him joining the majors, he collapsed multi-million-dollar black businesses overnight. Right?
Usually how it happens. It's usually
Say it
how
again?
happens. I said that's usually how it happens.
Right. And so it never dawned on me that the Kansas City Monarchs and all of those teams had black executives, black scouts, black vendors, black promoters. And by when baseball started taking the prime pieces of the Negro League and they weren't support of the Negro League, it collapsed it overnight. I did not know that. And on this 26th day or 7th day, I learned something new. But shout out to my grandson, Noble. That's a great piece. Jackie Robinson is an American hero.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Somebody said, "Yep, the dark side of integration." Yeah,
Yes.
we talked about that. We definitely
did.
We definitely talked about that. All right, so let's get to some more stuff. Floyd Mayweather, is he going broke, man? He has announced that he is back in the ring. He is fighting Manny Pacquiao again, and why? Why we know why, but
Yes.
it's kind of like, God damn. And I saw him promoting an alcohol brand the other day. And for somebody who famously does not drink, who famously takes care of his body, to have to promote, he didn't even know how to pop the damn cork. Like it looks crazy. And what a world where we can watch somebody's come up to generating over $1 billion, right, with his body, and then thinking he can go off into the sunset, retire undefeated, retire with all his riches, and then to kind of see him have to come back. And we spoke about this a couple of times when he fought in China for that private fight, or it might have been Dubai somewhere. It was like a private fight where he had to do that. The Jake Paul fight, even the Conor McGregor one was a little, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, but we accepted it. Yeah.
Yeah, we accepted it because I definitely watched that, right? But this, like, after all these years and after all of the rumors, you suing Showtime for $300 million because you said they never paid you and things like that. It's just like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, we don't see ours just kind of are able to just kind of go off into the sunset, because I feel, just me personally, if you are a businessman, you should not have to put your body on the line anymore. There's a certain point, and that doesn't even mean like athletic wise. Like that means, if you're a real businessman, you shouldn't have to press shirts after a while. You should be able to like create systems in place where you don't have to do that. And I think Floyd was way at that point. You get what I'm saying? And clearly he wasn't. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, Malk. But it goes back to the root issue that I always address. Money will only heighten who you are, right? And so while you may have the physical ability to see punches coming and the techniques of boxing and leverage that into a life, like you said, that should have you retire undefeated. Now below you, or not below you, but you now transfer those skill sets to younger boxers to create your own promotion company where now you're reaping the benefits forever. Yeah. When you're young and if you're illiterate, now there are different levels to illiteracy, right? Yeah, there are those who can read on a third grade level. Like every newspaper, the New York Post and the Daily News or your daily paper, it's designed for third and fourth grade readers, whether you know it or not. Yet the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, they speak a different language because they're talking to a totally different audience, right? So if you can't read, but you physically nice with it, at some point, you invite in those who can take advantage of you along the way because you don't understand contracts. You don't understand the language of money, right? And so by him flashing all of that money around, people who understand money was like, this nigga's a fucking goofball. Young people, he getting it. Look, he's showing us we could get it. And that's who his audience was because he's always going to be a king amongst them. I told you in this particular book, Hip Hop Decoded, from its ancient origins to its modern day matrix. Yes, it is a plug, right? There's a chapter, the game of hip hop is like the game of chess, where I speak about 4 and 5 dimensional games of chess. On the lowest level, this guy is a king. On the next level, where he might be a knight or something, a piece that we move around, he has less value. On the third and fourth level, this is just a pawn that we use to trickle down to get things moving the way we see. On the fifth level, which could be the spiritual realm, we're tapped into his energy. He has no idea how the strings are moving. And I did that to illustrate hip hop, but you can apply it to boxers and actors and all of these other individuals, right? The same forces used to obtain, Malcolm, are the same forces needed to maintain. So when you live that lifestyle where you got 50 cars and you walking around with money, and then somebody cut the water source off because we can't use you in the arena that we made all that money off you to begin with, now you have to revert to desperate measures. Before he fights Pacquiao, he's fighting Tyson.
Is that true?
From what I'm hearing, in some kind of exhibition. Might be true, might not, but I heard that. That might be to get the wheels turning, but who wants to see Mayweather and Pacquiao? And I'm gonna tell you this, Mayweather's gonna lose. Not because Pacquiao's the better fighter. You're missing the point. The point is, the lesson comes full circle, and what made you invincible, what made you unstoppable, what made you unmovable now, you're showing desperation. So we get an opportunity to put Pacquiao in there, who stays in shape. Pacquiao is fighting for his village. He fight for different reasons. He ain't fighting to floss. All his money go to his village. He will come out of retirement and whip Mayweather's ass because the jaywalkers, Jews, the real estate agent, Jews, them people, the small hats, Khazarians, they lust and long for this moment to take somebody and a goyim who defeated all the odds. He didn't drink. We couldn't get him with the drinking and the smoking and all of that. When it was time for him to practice, he mastered his art form. Now we have him right where we want him. What is this, velvet? So now they're going to put him in the arena in front of the world, and Mayweather's not going to be as fast. His intentions are not going to be the same because now he's clearly boxing for something else. And then they're going to get him. That's just what I see. I hope not, right? And I hope he's able to make some more money, but he can't keep coming out of retirement at 45, however old he is.
Right.
You know,
right.
that's like when Ali came out in the 70s and Larry Holmes put the work on him. It was not meant to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mayweather had a chance to go out on a level of greatness never seen before. Rocky Marciano shit. You know what I mean? And now you're going to put all of that on the line for money? And you promoting alcoholic beverages now?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody
Interesting.
said, I forget his name. He said he's Filipino American. Do we think Pacquiao was broke too? I don't know. But and his thing, their brokes are different than our brokes. I'm not
And
gonna even
remember, every fight Pacquiao had, they kept talking about the whole village was behind him because the whole village ate.
I don't know if you heard about his sons. Do you
No.
hear about them? All right, okay.
Pacquiao
he has-
sons?
Yes, he has one son that is like from his marriage, right? Like,
Okay.
he's a boxer, right? He got another illegitimate son, right, that he didn't claim, but he is nice too. He's a boxer too, and apparently they're on a crash course to fight each other. This is some movie stuff. Y'all heard about this?
Whoa.
Y'all in the chat? Y'all heard
That's crazy.
And I
That's
heard
crazy.
the illegitimate one. I heard the illegitimate one is nicer than
And-
because he broke. You know what I'm saying? He
So-
grew up in the slums. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the Black Panther story. I'm coming to burn this shit down. Is this your
on,
king?
yeah.
Is this the heir to the throne?
yeah.
And he gonna come because he's fighting with a purpose. My dad don't want, I'm gonna show my dad. Oh, this is great TV.
Yeah.
I hope Netflix make a movie out of this shit. And Pacquiao, you know, I be my son, I train him, but I also, this is my other son. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they stay in my son. I don't know, maybe. But he gonna fight him. I gonna train my son. Yeah, which one, nigga? Bumblebee Tuna. I don't know, you know. So, yeah. That ought to be interesting.
Crazy. So
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
did we take a commercial break? Or we
Yeah,
Keep it going.
Mama Dot. Listen, let me say this before we even go to commercial break. You see this embossed study, Malcolm? Yeah, that's not an embossed. That's the new iconic. That's the new line. Dope, very dope. This is what started it all, right? When we came out with this signature I am, we only have a few left, right? 3X mainly. Keep in mind, this is a 2X I got on. Feels good. Look at the cuffs, collar. We're getting rid of these. Hold on to your breath. The remainder of these hoodies, because we in 28 for 28, they're going for $28. The remainder, we ain't got that many, mostly 3X, a few colors. I would say get three or four of them, because after this, they're gone, all right? These are on sale right now for $28. Now, before we go to actual commercial break, I'd like to add a dad joke, Malcolm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
3 years ago, my doctor told me that I was going deaf, and I haven't heard from him since.
And T, you are encouraging this because you're laughing at these jokes.
It's funny.
All right, now
That's
we
the
can go to
problem.
commercial break. Yeah.
Jesus. We'll be right back.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, your favorite Pisces angel oracle, and I would like to invite you to celebrate my solar return with me. From now until March 3rd, all of my services are discounted on my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. My calendar is open for the entire year, so feel free to schedule your services for now or all of your tomorrows. You may also reach me at 786-828-8722. I look forward to connecting with you, wealthy family. And until that time, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
And we're back.
We are back. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Thank you. We appreciate your presence here. As you can see, all of our merch is quality merch, handmade, handcrafted, hand packaged by Mama Dot. If she see a piece of lint on something she's shipping out, she will open up that package and use her lint brush and make sure you receive the package with levels of love. Yes?
Yes,
So know that these are the things in the ecosystem that support Urban X. And we truly appreciate that. Of course, we need you to support Chanel and her offerings and service to her community. This is her way of servicing her community and giving back. And lo and behold, Hip Hop Decoded after 20 years is back in stock. And if you want to get your hands on this iconic book that came before all of that, in which I was speaking about, it is now available. But Malcolm, something we haven't done in a while is an urban excellence story.
Yes. So,
Right?
Urban excellence, we like to highlight people within our community, big or small. We just want to highlight you to let you know that excellence is not the destination, it is the journey. So we like to just give give flowers to where they do. So today's urban excellence story, we are shouting out the son of one of our members, Reginald King.
Yes.
And his son Reginald King, right, he just got accepted into the Master of Science program at Columbia University here in New York City. Not here, but in New York City. And he's about to graduate from Xavier University of Louisiana, and while he's on a paid internship right now, and he is set to graduate he's slated to start the new school fall 2026. He's about to graduate this year. So we are extremely proud of him. We know your parents are extremely proud. We meet with them
Crystal
every Sunday.
and Reginald.
Yes.
Big ups. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yes,
and it shows the hard work and commitment you guys have put in. Now go through some of the stuff he's gonna be studying, because I was blown away. Like,
all right, let me get it. So he's getting an MS, Master's of Studies in Strategic Communications. That's the program at Columbia University. That's what's going to start the fall of 2026. and he's an accounting major right now with a business administration minor at Xavier University of Louisiana. So shout out to him. And he's also a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. He crossed a few years ago.
Okay.
His pops was going down to his probate as well. So shout out to him. Shout out, and his last name is King. Shout out to his parents. I know they're proud. And yes. Be excellent, King. Be excellent.
Be excellent. You're coming to my neck of the woods. So know that you're always going to have a door open for you here. All right? And so you ain't going to have no problems up there at Columbia. But if you just want a home-cooked meal or something, Uncle Dada's got you, okay? And Mama Dada's got you.
Also, I also want to shout out, so continue to be excellent, King. I also, without saying too much, I also want to shout out the Urban X UX90 group. Last weekend was there are moments where beyond YouTube, beyond the laughter and stuff like that, there are moments where you see the effects of the lives that you kind of touched. And last weekend was one of those moments for me. Like, I really kind of just watched an amazing set of circumstances kind of just happen, and I was very proud of everybody in that chat, in that membership. Me and Pops, we spoke about it. It was one of those moments that I was just kind of like, wow. And it was a reminder of kind of like just beyond YouTube, beyond the podcast, of what we just kind of do this for. And thank you guys. So I'm talking to the members, but thank you guys.
I'm talking to the members too, and one in particular, Isaiah Bryant. All right? That call above and beyond is unspoken for in terms of what it meant to us. And like Malcolm said, when all the cameras is off and everyone is in a relaxed mode, you get to see me, Mama Dot, and Malcolm in just a relaxed mode, and we around family, which you can be a part of every Sunday. And we get in there and we laugh and we have fun, but every now and then, it's important that we step up and we pull somebody else up, and that's what we did. And it goes to show that stuff you can't put a price on, as Malcolm said. Yeah. And it does give me joy and pride to know that we have that. You know what I mean? And it's important to us. So thank you to the UX90, everybody who stepped up, everybody who's continuing to step up, because we've all had our moments. I keep telling y'all, the reason my book, the last one, Gotta Laugh to Keep From Crying, was done is from being in the chat amongst you guys and being open and being vulnerable. And that's what you don't see for your membership. Last but not least, we spoke about my man Yogi G's book last week, and we didn't give the proper place where you can purchase this.
Send a link in the description below.
Right, My Abundant Mind on books.buy. So books.buy/My Abundant Mind. And it is a great book for meditation, a great book to reset yourself, because in this times that's coming, you better have a breathing technique, a meditative state to get in, along with your water and your ammunition, because these people are not talking about us. We have to talk about us. They not like us, right? And so we have to use our superpowers, which meditation is one of those superpowers. And this is an easy guide to follow by the God Yogi G. All right. And so thank you so much for showing us continued support.
All right.
All right, Malcolm, let's get to it.
Let's get to some more stuff. Oh, shout out. And I know how we feel about the country. I get it. But shout out to the men's and women's American hockey team taking that goal from Canada.
Give me that goal. Yeah.
Hockey is our thing now. That's called ice football now. We just took that from y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And since we're talking Black history, Black history, the first hockey players came out of Canada. They were black. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go.
All right, let's get to some stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Have you guys been watching what's going on in Mexico right now?
Yeah.
Bro,
The Mexican cartel. Yeah.
they are not playing games. So I saw some videos and pictures and stuff like that of their artillery, and I said, "Oh, this is why we allowed them to bring their drugs here." I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we gonna do? We gonna stop them? And apparently, one of the Mexican defense secretaries says all of the weapons that get confiscated from them, 80% are from America. The other 20 are from Israel.
Yeah. Yeah. And the CIA in particular. Okay,
Yeah.
which sort of operates outside of America's jurisdiction, but they are the ones who train those Mexican soldiers,
Yeah.
and they barter freedom and other stuff. And see, that same route, from what I'm hearing from the Mexican side, is that same drug route is a route where our goods have to come through, and they've been putting a 15% tariff on American goods coming through there, right? And so as a way to counter that, we come into countries and we give them democracy and guns and strategic ways that they caught homie slipping. He was chilling with his girl in an undisclosed location. Now, who has the ability, besides the Israeli government and the CIA, to pinpoint where a dude is laying up on a mountaintop with his girl?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Only a few select have that. And they said the way they got him was with such precision that we can't ignore. We're stopping you're never going to stop the drugs. So let's just be clear. Because now there's going to be factions who are fighting for, to reclaim, because they went to war on even the tourist, right? When he died.
Which was crazy. Like, people were stuck there, couldn't get back. And listen, I've enjoyed my Mexican trips.
I'm done with them.
Yeah.
I've been done with them because I'm a control freak, and I hate being somewhere where I don't know the lay of the land, right? And let's call it. I go on vacation, and I go sit at the pool and drink a goddamn margarita and eat food that I think is Mexican food. So it's Americanized Mexican food. I'm at the beach with a fucking margarita, and then I go back to my room, and I don't, peruse the land. When I was young, me and Mama Dot looking for a nudie beach. She freaky. I'm like, I don't do that kind of stuff, Mama Dot. She said, what kind of bitch nigga you are? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, if you want me to unleash the Loch Ness Monster out on the beach with Mike Scatter, a whole bunch of people, okay. Long story short, we get in a cab, we go somewhere, and we in the hood now. And we starting to move around, and we walk 2-3 long miles down these deserted places. Y'all would have never heard from us again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Luckily, we made it out of there. Okay? Now, we went, let me tell you, we went during spring break. And Mama Dot had a neck full of beads, nigga. I'm just keeping it being with you. I said, oh my God, who is this? She almost won the big booty contest until some chick did a flip on stage. Mama Dot said, hold up. I ain't gonna be doing no flips and shit. Gosh. Right? I didn't know who this lady was. When you look at our pictures, because we jumped on the bunny shit, when you go from club to club, we look all buttoned up. By the end of the night, my shirt was slizzed. I'm like all fucked up and shit. She all fucked up and shit, right? Because we don't drink like that. And all the young people kept saying, yo, the old G's. They kept calling us the old couple and shit. Because we didn't know it was, goddamn spring break. We just going on vacation. But I learned a lot about Mama Dot.
Goodness.
And I'm good. I'm a good Christian folk. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and I had to go pray that one out. God damn it, because that's not right. That's not right. You know. Anywho, I don't want to get caught somewhere in the middle of a war, a third country war, and so I'm gonna stay close to home. I can get those same benefits at Myrtle Beach. I can sit out on the beach, look at ass, drink a margarita, and go back to my air-conditioned room and feel accomplished. I can feel accomplished.
But what I also will say is, because somebody mentioned in the chat, some of that stuff is AI.
Okay.
Some of it is AI.
We live in a world now where everything is not what it seems. I agree. I can agree with all of that.
Some of that stuff is AI. Sorry for my light, guys. My light just went out. But
you ain't pay your bill?
Yeah, for that specific light.
Put up Malcolm's Cash app, because that particular light is on a separate line. It's on his UX90 line, and he paid the house bill so the kids and the family can be all right. But for his personal shit, his light went out. And then listen, before the show came on, this nigga was bragging about his light. Yo, I just bought this new light. As you can see,
I didn't charge it.
It's got me, hooked up. I'm competitive with that shit. I went out and got a new computer with a curved screen and everything. I'm competitive. Don't be bragging about your little TikTok light and shit.
Yo, listen, TikTok damn near funded my new home gym. Like the whole thing. I got everything of it. But think about TikTok Shop. It's great. It is fast. And because if you on TikTok, crazy, there's a study showing about the long-term use of short-form content does to your brain.
Oh.
It's tearing us up, right? But TikTok Shop is dope, but it's just the quality stuff I'm not sure about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell this is TikTok and it's not Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
You get what you pay for.
You do.
Yeah?
You do.
I bought a grilled cheese maker where you flip it over. You might have seen it. You put the bread, you butter the bread. And I said, that shit look kind of cool. I don't even eat grilled cheese. But I said, let me get one, And it didn't work. Not the way it's supposed to work.
We could talk. I could tell you why TikTok Shop is so effective. It's because the algorithm, after you watch something for so long, it just bakes every 3 videos that you just kind of scrolling. And it's there, and you're just like, damn, like this does look cool. And then you'll watch it, and they're paying people to use the stuff.
Regular people.
And then you're going, damn, that looks, I could get a 6-pack by just doing that 3 times. Oh my gosh. And then they come to you right. Yeah.
I ordered cakes, actual goddamn cakes.
Food. Yeah, he's wild.
Delicious.
You're wild.
Now, I kid you not. My family, they judge me on when the shit come. I'm a hit or miss. Some shit I just miss on. That cake, boy, that shit went out of here quick. It was moist. It was the Carlater's pound cake. She got the pecan cake, the sugar cake.
I'm on a different algorithm than yours. I don't get no food.
Real quick. And because regular people are doing it and you keep seeing it over and over, eventually you got $50. You know what? Let me order that shit.
ShopUrbanX.com for the person who's asking where I get this hoodie.
Oh yeah, that's Shopper, and this too, yeah,
that too. So yes, the study is about heavy short form video use has been linked to reduced frontal brain activity and poor focus, like we've already known, but it's getting bad. And apparently, the CEOs of all of these companies don't let their kids touch social media. Like, they have nannies, and they make their nannies sign contracts that you will not let them be on a screen. They get into these super expensive schools that are known for not having any technology in the classrooms. When our schools, we've been fighting for technology in the classrooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're seeing how they operate just different because they understand like what it's doing to us. It's crazy.
Not only that, there's a new short-term vertical wave coming where Kim Kardashian and them are pushing 90-second vertical movies, right? So, yeah, it's the vertical, it's like the Instagram shit. 90-second episodes is going to be the new wave coming. We already have a short attention span, right? And now it's going to be even shorter. Now, dropping some science on that, this technology or the science of skrilling. That's when you look into a dark mirror, right? And if you stare into it long enough, images appear, from other dimensions. This is ancient science. They call it skrilling, right? The funny thing about it, your phone, when it's off, has that same screen. And so why is the screen on your TV black? Why is the screen on your phone black? It could be any color, red, blue, fluorescent. It's always black because you're falling and succumbing to the same magic. It's just that you're subconsciously using the magic because the phone, anything you want to be or can be devised within this magical device that is in your phone. All right? And so this is all a part of the shutdown of the pineal gland that these Jews are trying to pull on us.
There was a company, this was like 2020, 2021, that were pushing for short form content, right? Kevin Hart had to deal with them. There was a few people, and they were signing these big contracts, but it failed like massively. So this 90-second thing, because here's the thing. Yes, we get short form content, and yes, it's shortening our attention spans. But all of these companies, TikTok included, they have added longer form, short form content. Like you can do a 10-minute video on TikTok if you want it.
Yeah.
At this point, so I don't know that thing you just described. That's not going to work.
Well, let me also again, let me break it down a little further. He or she who can hold their attention longest can manifest whatever the fuck they want, right?
That is
so
a
the
fact.
war
You didn't lie.
to get you not to focus is for knuckle draggers and 85ers, right? Those who can come out of that and pierce their focus on anything they want. The universe is saying, whatever you'd like. Now, it's not just staring into the mirror. It's certain techniques. I learned it studying under the order of Drunvalo Melchizedek, long time ago. That's a whole nother story. So it's a few techniques along with your focused attention that can bring into your existence the shit that you need. And so they're splitting the audience. Those who want to do high-level magic, you're going to have to focus. Those who just want instant treats, like a Hot Pocket in the microwave. Side note, Malcolm, I hate to do this. I don't do a lot of fast food these days, and I'll admit, but KFC got a pot pie, chicken pot pie, right? This shit make you smack your mama. Whatever ingredients they're using, that's the only thing I eat now. I don't eat their chicken, none of that. I'll get the chicken pot pie. They just came out with a handheld version of this shit, Malcolm, with a double crust that I can walk around, and it's got peas and carrots and gravy the way grandma used to make it and shit.
Focus, that damn it.
Yeah, focus. Yeah, see? My focus is all fucked up. Mama Doc can put the shit up there. Now, I'm done for the rest of the show. 'Cause I might have to go to KFC, because they stay open late, and get that buttery, flaky biscuit like handheld pot pie. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, don't follow me nowhere, because you're going to have to be responsible for your shit.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Did you guys see the Gavin Newsom comments?
I did.
Okay, now, I saw it, and this is how media manipulation works. I saw it. I saw him say, I'm like you. I'm a 960 guy. I can't read or write, right? That's all I saw. That's the only video I saw. I saw him talking to a black man, but I saw him say that, right? The caption on the video says, Gavin Newsom says to an audience of black people, he can't read or write like them, okay? I see that caption. I hear what he says. I see the clip of the video, and I go, whoa, right? Then all of the Republican people jumped on it. They said, this is how they really feel about you. confirmation bias, because I already feel that Democrats and Republicans, same, two wings of the same bird anyway.
Yeah,
I already feel that that's how they truly feel about us anyway. Somebody, black dude, he goes, this is how it works. He shows the whole video. He shows the entire crowd. I see 2 black people in there. Okay? I see he shows the line outside. I see 2 black people in the line. It's all white people. Okay? And then he shows with Gavin Newsom. You know how politicians, they always have the same bag of tricks, same phrase that they kind of use everywhere they go. He's on 3 or 4 other podcasts, white podcasts, and he says the exact same thing. I'm a 960 guy. I can't read. I barely passed my SATs too. And he goes, this is how the media is tricking you. And I said, wow.
You just laid out a master class in propaganda, confirmation bias, right? Thumbnail triggering, right? Yep. Because if he says that everywhere, then it wasn't a racist statement. If he says it everywhere and it's only 2 black people in the crowd, then it couldn't have been a racist statement. He's trying to come off as just regular folk, because here's the secret to it. And what white people don't understand, white people don't understand these politicians and elite put you in the same category as black people. They just give you one notch above so you can feel you ain't black. But they consider you a slave, especially if you're a Gentile or white Americans, white Anglo-Saxon person, a WASP and all of that. They see you just 1 degree higher, and that degree higher gives them the ability to split you and have you fighting each other. They don't care about none of us. And with that being said, and I don't want Dr. Umar to come in the room and with his new organization, the AHEF or the ADEF or
DAFA,
the DAFA,
descendants of African
freedmen shit come in.
America.
There are white folk, regular white folk, who have figured this shit out. And they will tell you, bro, my beef ain't with you. Y'all need to fight y'all fight. We know that this elite 1%, mainly Jews, damn, I wasn't supposed to say that, are the ones who are pulling the strings against all of us. So imagine if we eliminated that line that says you this and I'm that, and we fought to tear down the elite, and then we could separate and go our ways because we have different cultures and expressions. Ball game would be over. So there are a bunch of white people who are just studying and coming up with this information, and they're going, this information is for whoever chooses to use it. Yep. Yeah. So just putting that out there, and we get stuck on this black-white shit, and it should be beyond that, and then we can get back to that, if that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But right now, there's a certain people who run everything. You know it. I know it. Why the fuck we fighting each other, son? Yeah. These niggas are the ones fucking us over.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Yes. Don't you find that suspicious? That's my man Yusef Base. Don't you find that suspicious?
So the other few months ago, there was big news that Netflix was acquiring Warner Brothers,
right?
And HBO and stuff like that. What apparently Paramount made a counter offer that Netflix doesn't want to match, so they've backed out of negotiations of acquiring Warner Brothers. So it's now Paramount that will most likely be acquiring Warner Brothers, HBO, and all that stuff. So that just...
What does that mean for the Netflix podcast deal? Were they banking on that to be the big winner, and now they're stuck where the only big move they made is podcast?
Honestly, I don't think... From how it looks, and how long the deal kind of stayed open, because they made that announcement months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, from Netflix. So it seemed like Warner Brothers and wasn't really trying to make that happen anyway.
Okay.
So that's probably like they were probably pump faking the entire time anyway, And if Netflix really wanted Warner Brothers, they would have probably made a counter offer, but they just said, no, I got it. We're good. So who knows? Even though I still think that Netflix podcast and stuff was a mistake for a lot of podcasts. It's just me.
Okay. All right. Well, there's always a fight for the next level of content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the next wave of content. And we spoke in our State of the Union of Black America about the new wave are common folks who are connected to the people. And so your podcast holds weight. You know, forget the ones who are just moving on numbers. You know, there are people who are influencers that are now common folk that are eliminating, and I think it's a part of the plan because we are taking the luster off of the so-called celebrity and athlete, and now, I told you, these people stay 2 paradigms ahead. So that when you bust through or have a breakthrough, you're breaking through into some shit, it's their job to stay ahead. Yeah. That's how they stay in power. And so by giving millions of dollars to podcasters, it's just softening the landing of the attention of the people now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Malcolm,
yo,
I don't know if you heard on the streets, but big booties are back. Big booties are back. I'm just reporting on what the streets are saying. A lot of these women now are getting rid of the BBLs.
Oh, so you mean real booties are back?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, natural big ass booties.
Okay.
Booties that black women had naturally.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And you go like, when you go on the Dominican to do what? Right? Now, they are back. Right? Okay. As a black man who's advocating for his culture, I'm happy about this, Malcolm. You know?
Okay.
Because I'm hearing a lot of times, now, BBLs is before my time, all right? I've never dated a woman with a BBL in my life. As a matter of fact, I'm a man of God, Malcolm. I've been in my life 30 years, all right? This is before BBLs and LBCs and whatever the fuck they calling it, right?
Got it.
The most I had to deal with is my wife drawing her eyebrows in. Which fucked me up for a while. I'm like, bitch, I just was with you yesterday. Yeah. You did not look like that. And now we in the club and you sweating. Yeah. And your motherfucking eyebrows is disappearing. Yeah. What kind of sorcery is this? Yeah. I've watched my daughter, she's young, and she got the big ass eyelashes and shit, you know. Yeah. And all that shit they do, right? Yeah. But I'm a good homegrown man. I like a natural ass. And you smack that shit, and the shit reverberates, and they saying the smell that comes out of some of these asses. Oof. And you see these ladies on the plane, they can't sit on the plane. They gotta kneel on the fucking way home. Who has an airline called Ass in the Air Airlines where nobody's in their fucking seat? Everybody is bent over.
The first
and
time
then I saw
that,
one dude, no exaggeration. He picked his wife up, he popped the hatchback on his car, and his wife had to lay down in the car to get her ass home. That shit is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But people are coming back to their senses, Malcolm. They're coming back. And I appreciate it, and I hope you appreciate it too. Yeah.
Yeah, just like everything we do as humans, we overcorrect. So there were women who got it done, okay, and then they were getting outrageous. Like somebody showed, I saw Cardi B on stage, like a video of Cardi B, and it's just like, this is ridiculous. Like this is like, and then they showed her original shape, and it's just like, that was fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Little Kim, side note, they're doing a I think they got a biopic coming out on Little Kim. Well deserved to Little Kim, right? But she was naturally beautiful. Let's call it what it is. There was nothing needed, a tweak here and there, but nothing cosmetic. And then she went to Hollywood, and that's, where all that takes place. And then she spent a long time trying to recorrect it, and it was getting worse and worse by the minute. And, and so it's, our women are naturally beautiful. Now, there are exceptions to that rule, right?
Okay.
Where, like, I saw a picture of a woman, and she admitted, she said, yeah, I'm ugly. And I said, yeah. Her nose was this goddamn wide, right? Now, that's the exception to the rule, right? Yeah,
don't
get
like
that
wide
shit.
nose. That's anti-black, Dad.
No, yeah, well, okay. Now, listen, I'm pro-black, but goddamn, you know what I mean? I want to be attracted to you. I don't want to feel like you sucking all the air out the room. Like when I'm around you, I feel like I need a fucking pump and shit because your nostrils are so big that you sucking all the air up. We can share this goddamn air, boo, right? And I don't want to be with you, and it's love, but people are staring at us, and obviously they're staring because I'm a handsome guy, right? I'm super attractive.
I'm great.
Look at this. This is my shit. And I told you in the 3rd grade, I thought when I did like this with my eyebrows that I was cute and handsome. So I would walk up on the girls like this.
And they was like,
They were like, first of all, Dwayne, you smell bad, okay? You got to stop this, Dwayne. You trying to, I was like, huh? Anyway, so I'm a handsome guy. I got this chick with me with a nose that's knocking other people off the street. Ma, we gonna get this money up, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We can act like beauty's in the eye of the beholder and all that shit. I'm not walking around with a wildebeest. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what kind of levels of love do you. Neither are you, Malcolm. Your wife is gorgeous, so that's why you can laugh this shit off. You know what I mean? So don't play like you don't know.
True. True. Side note, NFL Combine is going on. Skylar is in the NFL Combine. We're pulling for him.
Yes.
Pulling for him.
And
we need him.
Combines is his thing. His dad has been, if this is the moment that moves him from day 3 to day 2, this is going to be that moment.
Seriously. Like, he's been doing combines since he could walk.
Since he could walk.
And I mean no exaggeration by that. Like, his
pops is the master. Had you almost break a record in Baltimore.
At the Under Armour Combine, at the Baltimore Ravens
Under
Stadium.
Armour Combine, and he said to you, I got good news for you, and I got bad news. The good news is you broke the record. The bad news is turn around, and you clip that last cone. That
3-cone
last
drill.
fucking cone. Yeah.
3-cone drill. And certain combines, they didn't care if you knocked over a cone, but the Under Armour Combine was real sticklers.
They were very strict, and you was trying to cut that corner so sharp.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, Skylar, he's gonna kill it. Very proud of him. I don't care how. Well, I do care how he does, but I know he's gonna kill it anyway.
He's gonna kill it.
The interview process, I know he's gonna smoke that as well. Smoke that. He's been doing interviews again. Prep schools to college, and he's So, let's do it.
Malcolm.
Yo.
Disney Junior has a new cartoon out.
I saw this on the list, and I don't believe you.
I saw it.
I don't believe you.
I saw it with my own eyes. Captain Durag.
No.
He comes in the hood, he fighting crime, but he got a do-rag on. So, okay, look it up. Captain Durag. Disney Junior. All right? Now, I will leave a caveat. Go check it out, because I be making a lot of shit up. I be seeing shit that ain't real. But this I saw, like a preview of an episode, had little black kids. This nigga came through the window and popped up on some Captain Durag shit. So this is what Disney thinks of us and our children.
This is not like all right. I haven't. I'm seeing clips But is this like something like somebody just created and
Could be.
black
That's
people,
why you
we
can't go to
believe-
work on Friday and quote anything I say. Because you will play yourself. You know, I'm just telling you what I saw. I'm sharing with the streets. Could be some made up shit. You know? Oh, they said the show's called Hey AJ? And is he like a character? Yes, it's from Disney, Captain Durag. I mean, what does he do? Take his durag off and his waves make you dizzy and shit? Pull his brush out on you. I mean, like, I don't know what the superpowers are.
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they think of you.
Jeez. Okay. Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Let's get the basics out of the way. He finally admitted to having an affair with 2 Russian ladies against his ex-wife, but he claims he didn't participate in anything else with Epstein. And see, you're going to start seeing a lot of this of people trying to get out in front and have a soft landing. If you're guilty of that, why would I not think you guilty of that? Yeah. And then all of the other things that went into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's not uncommon. The latest pictures of him, he looks bad, bro. He looks like the stress in his life is now coming on him. It's coming on to him hard. Maybe the adrena ain't flowing the way it used to.
Yeah, maybe he ain't getting it. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Side note, we'll stay on this. In the Epstein files, people are doing more investigating. There's a term in this X-Files called jerky. All right? And they're talking a lot about eating the jerky. Will jerky be available at this event? Freezing the jerky. When do you need to freeze jerky? I don't know. And so obviously they're speaking about something. Come to find out, and you can check this, one of Epstein's chefs, right? Mm-hmm. He owns a restaurant in New York City called The Cannibal.
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yes, he owns a restaurant called The Cannibal. And he was on a podcast about making burgers out of human meat. Okay? And so this term jerky, because pizza mean this, that, and that. I believe my summation is that these people are consuming human meat. And I had a video that I'll play on Somebody's Gotta Say It, because I can really let loose on that, where this lady is just breaking down to you, you need to stay away from all ground beef no matter what. Because you are participating in cannibalism, whether you know it or not. And on a serious note, that's why I eat Popeyes, crispy, flaky Popeyes dinners, because at least I can identify that meat. Yeah. So stay away from the Whopper, the double Whopper, the Big E bags and all that, with all that ground beef, because and then it reminds me, I remember we showed them little kids who said they eat the babies. Remember that they was from Britain.
Yeah.
And you don't remember that, Malcolm?
I do.
And we laughed it off, but it was something in that video where one kid corrected the other kid about a specific place that something took down, which made me think that they're having an authentic conversation. Yeah. And then Finkelstein, is his name Finkelstein? The rabbi who told you that they put the meat?
I think that was fake, but that's just me.
Okay.
I think
you think it's fake?
I think it was a character. I think it was a character.
Okay. You think it's fake, but now the Epstein files are releasing some bizarre stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
20 years ago, Malcolm, I was at a lecture and I told the audience that specific white people eat babies. And they looked at me like I was from the moon. And here it is, you know.
Yeah.
Thank the elders for this type of information. Side note, and then we can move on, Malcolm, back to Bill Gates, because we're not done.
We got a lot of tabs open right now.
Yeah, a lot of tabs.
Side notes.
And I can barely walk and chew gum. But on Monday, I'm gonna be on Brother Rich's show, 363 Empire, with Sarnetta, Brother Shabazz, and Brother Chris and myself. So you'll see Eye Opener Productions and the House of Consciousness, and we're gonna go way back 20-something years and talk about the time before this thing got out of control. We'll talk about when it got, this, that, and it should lead to a very spirited conversation on honoring the elders and, things of that nature. So Monday, 9 p.m.
I'm curious to see how that's going to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could be a little awkward at times, but, you know.
Y'all being honest. Y'all being honest.
But we at a stage as elders now where, we still here. So obviously we made it through some stuff,
So Jonathan Majors is reported, according to Deadline, he's going to be in a movie directed by or produced by Ben Shapiro, who owns the Daily Wire.
Okay. All right. My man John making a comeback.
And it's crazy because I thought like he was in that movie Magazine Dreams where he was the bodybuilder, and I didn't see it, but people who saw it and said, yo, like he was incredible in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As as an actor. So the Daily Wire, I don't see where he's
Malcolm,
getting that.
Listen, his crime was one of the greatest crimes ever committed in Hollywood. Yeah. He was messing with white women, right? And he did not treat her well. And the optics of a white woman chasing him down the street, wasn't that what happened?
Yeah. He was running. He was hauling ass.
He was hauling ass.
Trying to get
but this is white woman. Yeah. So Hollywood, you lucky you not on PBS or some shit, nigga, or Tubi or something. So this is how you work your way back from sleeping with them white women, bro. It's a price.
So, but this is literally going to Israel for him.
Yes. This is
Shapiro,
equivalent.
We know who Ben Shapiro is. We know what he stands for.
Absolutely.
So he's actually doing a movie with them? That's crazy.
Yes. Listen, you know who butter that bread?
Yeah.
You know who butter that. Listen, if YouTube suspend me right now, I might be packing my bags and going to Israel and be at the wall with my yarmulke on. I need this podcast back, nigga. You fucking around? Shit. Right? Shit. What do you want me to do? I know who buttering the bread. I know who own YouTube. I know who own Instagram. I know who own Twitter. I know who own Apple. I know who own TikTok. Come on, bro. Now, traditionally, I'm like, welcome to Happy Burger. Would you like me to supersize that? Come to find out, Happy Burger is owned by Shrinkovich and them too. Goldstein, Bluestein, Greenstein, Einstein, Silverback, Silver Gold, Platinum Stein, Diamond Stein, all the Steins. They own all this shit. Fucking around, I gotta go to Israel. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Oh my God.
Shit. Got my grandson doing reports on Nat Turner. That shit might have to send me to Israel and shit. Yeah. And what the fuck, man? Come on, man.
Jesus Christ.
Let's just stop acting like we don't know who Big Papa is. That's all. You know, we can speak in code and act like they don't see us and we not with them. And come on, bro. I can't even trademark my name without Finkelstein and them approving the shit. Everything, bro.
Yeah.
God damn it. Shit. I might, you know what?
Somebody said,
I
"Ain't
stand
no
with
black
Israel."
esteem."
I stand with Israel.
Jesus. They
Yeah.
gonna clip that up.
Yeah, put
Send
that
it to
on a
Umar.
t-shirt. I stand with Israel.
Send it to Umar.
Don't cut off the water supply, nigga. Don't cut off. I can't
Let's take
feed
some
the
questions.
babies. Yeah.
Take some questions, guys. Take some.
Let's
questions.
take some
We'll get up outta
questions.
here.
Yep. Niggas call me a
apparently-
sellout and be like, yo, that nigga sold out, son. You know what? We got the paperwork. I'm the type of nigga who will mail the paperwork to you. Certified mail, highlight in yellow where I snitched and told on you niggas. If you go to section 5 that is highlighted, there's a
I
picture of
called
me
the
going,
cops.
yeah.
The white ones.
I'm calling the white officers. Yeah.
He said I called
them.
the cops.
I called the cops on you. They'll be showing up soon. Yeah.
Somebody asked, Coach Wayne asked, what about IMG Academy? IMG Academy in Florida, it's like a big sports school. They like, ranked number top 10 in every single sport, in high school sports. Apparently, they were taking money from a Mexican cartel, and they got caught.
They got caught taking money from a Mexican. Is this a black school?
No, it's not. It's a white school.
Okay. Well, remember, the Mexican cartel money, how's that any different than a government grant? If we being honest, right? If you disguise it a certain way, let me tell you what the Mexican cartel know. These athletes travel from state to state on planes that are not got sniffing dogs checking them out, right? Just like the artist who was traveling, from state to state on charter buses that can move heavy weight. Stop thinking the cartel is a bunch of savages. These motherfuckers rock with politicians, athletes. Their plugs is all the way through.
Yeah.
You follow? So I'm not surprised at any of that. Side note, Malcolm, Oliver Grant, a.k.a. Power from the Wu-Tang Clan,
Wu-Tang, he passed away.
recently passed away. And so we
52
want to
years
give
old.
our condolences to him. A lot of you might not know who he is unless you watched the Wu-Tang Saga series, which was excellent. You know what I mean? And in that series, you see what a major player he was in the beginning because he was the plug. He had some little extra drug money, this, that. He also opened the Wu Wear from the clothing line and all of that kind of stuff. And so he was a big player in the that aspect of things. And so rest in peace, Power.
Somebody said IMG isn't a real school, just a sports funnel. I believe you.
Yeah.
Because the way they have like nutritionists for every student. I'm like, this is high school.
Yeah.
This don't look right.
Yep. One more question, Malcolm. One more question.
Powell also starred in Belly. Wasn't he Knowledge in Belly? He was who was he in Belly?
I forget.
I forget his name in Belly. Yeah, he also was in Belly. That's right. Other questions we got. I don't know if y'all talked about Jesse Jackson's funeral. No, we didn't. Did that happen already?
It wasn't televised, or not that I saw.
Oh.
Not that I
anything
saw.
about that.
Then don't quote me.
Yeah, his name was Knowledge in Belly. Okay.
Yeah, that's the God.
I remember.
Knowledge born.
Y'all seen the trailer for Is God Is? I did see the trailer, but I'm not really. I don't know. It looked too out there for me. Did you see that trailer?
What trailer for what?
It's a movie called Is God Is, something like that. It's about twins and
I haven't
Moses
seen the
Byrne
trailer.
and, yeah,
I know your man Ryan Coogler is rebooting the X-Files.
Yeah,
Now that looks like it's going to be good.
that does look like it's gonna be good.
You know, So, with that being said, guys, like, share, subscribe. $28 for this one. 28% off the one Malcolm got on. Become a member. We need your membership.
Join
check
us on
out-
Sunday. If you're a member,
Yeah.
join us on Sunday.
Join us on
Okay.
Sunday.
11
Check
a.m.
out
Sundays.
the
Exclusive.
Urban X exclusive. All right? Check that out. Me and Malcolm cooked on that one. And continue to bring us your support. We continue to appreciate your support. And with that being said, peace.
Peace.